Johnny Whitaker and I were mobbed by 30,000 fans at a autograph signing in Buffalo, New York.
Wow.
We had to hide in the tower at Niagara Falls. They chased us that far. It was crazy.
Oh my God.
You know, that was 1969, 1970.
So you little Beatlemania for Brandon Cruz.
Yeah, I had 2 kidnapping attempts on me during the show. You know, some biker gang found out I was at a campground during hiatus in where were we? Big Sur, and they figured they were going to grab me and, you know, take me away and hold me for ransom or whatever. But they didn't know my uncle was a Hell's Angel, and that got squished pretty quickly. And somebody tried to grab me off the street in Oxnard that recognized me, and I threw something at him and ran back home. That's when my uncle started kind of bodyguarding me, you know. So there's some really weird stuff that happened too.
Wow.
So it's not just, you know, trying to leave the Ivy and 15 paparazzi mob you and, you know, you try to get away from them and smash into somebody in your Bentley or whatever. It happened back then, you know, and people would pop out of the bushes and take our pictures, and that was really freaky. It was weird, you know. There was even a guy from Uruguay who drove all the way to my house in Oxnard. How he found out where it was, I have no idea. But on the hood of his car was Montevideo, Uruguay, and a little dotted line of how he drove all the way to California with a little star on Oxnard. And his name was Julio, and he claimed to be Julio from the Simon and Garfunkel Me and Julio Down by the Schoolyard song. And he wanted to take me to lunch. And my grandpa basically pulled out a shotgun and told the guy to get the hell out of there. You know, I mean, that stuff happened.
Oh my God.
So I could just imagine what it's like now. I mean, when I was an art director years ago, I worked with the Olsen twins quite a bit when they were like 7, you know, and then all of a sudden they're about to turn 18, and there were like websites with the clock countdown of when they're legal. And I mean, that was ridiculous. I mean, they were really sweet kids. And their mom, bless her heart, really, really did everything she could to give them as normal a life as possible.